Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. In today's video update here for Shiba Inu, we are trading at 1039, 24-hour volume, we are up 47%, and market cap, we are down 2.04%. So heading over to the chart here, I'm going to go over our weekly, daily, and 1 hour. So taking a look at a weekly chart, where RSI is continuously coming down considerably, that we are oversold. And in the next couple of days, we are going to examine our candlestick pattern to see if there is any traces of reversal at this bottom, because what we are experiencing is an exhaustion of the price coming down ultimately from this pump that we saw on August 8th. An area of support that we can rely on here is going to be at 968. We have areas here that we held on support on June 27th, here on July 11th, and closer to the range of last week. As we can see that the RSI is dropping as soon as we have these two lines cross over below 20%, it is going to initiate a buying opportunity on a shorter time frame depending on how the volume goes. If we see an increase of volume and a crossover of our RSI and prices coming up, then the volume is supporting the uptrend and we want to take a look at longer trades. As we can see with the MACD indicator that does measure momentum, depending on how fast the momentum is measured by on how big these bars are. Simply put, here I can show you guys as the bars itself increase, the momentum of the price fell fairly quickly. So as we can see here, we see these bars are getting very minimal in size, but not only that, the color shows a lighter green, meaning momentum for this bull trend may actually be over. And a confirmation of that here is simply that we broke through the 20 MA line, turning the uptrend into a downtrend. We had the uptrend here on August 8th and then August 15th, ultimately breaking through the trend itself of this 20 moving average. So in the next couple of days, we are going to monitor this candlestick here to see if there's any reversal patterns as the exhaustion of this downtrend. Going into our daily time frame, I am zoomed out because this is again an area of support here at 1008 for our daily time frame. We can see a few candlesticks here on July 5th, July 6th, and then here on July 14th, really nicely bounced at this area of support. Zooming in a little bit closer, we can see the characteristics of yesterday's candlestick. Now, if we take a look at the candlestick here, we ask ourselves where the body essentially was. Here is approximately 50% of the candlestick, and then we can see at the very bottom, the session itself drove the sellers to push the price lower to the bottom, essentially driving a lot of selling activity in the next couple of candlesticks I'm going to show you on an hourly chart. If we take a look here at the MACD indicator, it is hinting that the trend itself may soon be over, and if the trend itself is over near an area of support, we're going to flip from the red into the green and bounce very nicely here as the momentum is slowing down on the red side. Now, pulling down our RSI, we are looking like the price is going to continue to drop here, and again at an area of support as the RSI is only at 15% for our K line and our D line is at 20%. Notice we see that the white line, our K line, is at 2% here on September 16th, and then we see this initial crossover giving us a buying opportunity or buying signal, and price soon continued to rise as the RSI rose itself. But because of the momentum of our MACD indicator was growing in the red, price itself did not match the RSI at the very top here as RSI increased, but the price did not increase either. So we're going to monitor here on the MACD indicator. If it does show weakness and these two lines come together and the spaces in between are very, very minimal, then we are going to come down to red into a green area and bounce very nicely from this area of support. Now going into our hourly chart here, I want to show you in the last couple of hours here on September 19th all the way to September 21st, we were in this downtrend corridor, simply put, coming down to support, resistance, and so on until we finally broke out here, crossing over our 20 moving average, which you will see is treated as an area of resistance, changing the trend from this bear trend into a bull trend. Now, this increase in price also fluctuated the volume as well. We can see the volume here at 4.526 billion trades coming up to an area of resistance. Of course, this impulse in trades reacted and we did pull back in this really shallow pullback, essentially coming back down to the areas where this downtrend corridor was. Now, what we can anticipate again is another downtrend corridor until we can actually get an increase of price. But what we are seeing now is that the candlesticks here is showing lighter in the MACD indicator and it is showing lighter in the bars, meaning that the downtrend itself may soon be over. And again, when it switches from the red to the green, at a crucial area at 61% of our fib here, then we are going to break through that. Now notice that the RSI is still have some room until it breaks out and shows us that the price is going to come back down and retrace down. Because we're only at 62%, we are still not considered to be overbought, and price can ultimately come back up to the 61% of our fib, which is at the 1054 area. Now, if we take a look at point of interest of our volume using our volume node or volume profile, we can simply say this dollar amount attracted a lot of volume around the 1063, and that is a huge surge of price if we take a look at where we're currently at. So in order for SHIB to come back and retest the 20 MA, we need to have a lower increase of these bars of our MACD indicator and an increase of the volume to retest this area of resistance. So that's my video here for Shiba Inu. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.